Hey everybody, good Tuesday morning. Eddie William Sellers coming to you from the Isle of Jekyll. It is 6:59 this morning. I walked out here on this little boardwalk thingy that you walk from the hotel down to the beach on, and just kind of looking at the sunrise and I didn't do my writing this morning. I'm just going to read what I worked on yesterday. Abe and I are on what we call a working vacation, to finish up a book we've been working on called Life in Transition, about he said, she said. She writes a chapter, I write a chapter, back and forth about the years we've lived together and her going through transition. And so anyhow, here's the morning post, everybody. Life in Transition, a working vacation, a writing getaway from the Isle of Jekyll. 17 years. It almost seems impossible for two individuals to stay together for 17 years. I thought I'd walk down here and get the ocean in the background, but it's noisy. But anyhow, 17 years. It almost seems impossible for two individuals to stay together for 17 years, day after day, week after week, month after month. And then you look up one day and you realize you've been together year after year. There was only that one time after we had been together for 5 years that we came close to parting ways. We call that our summer of discontent. You know, don't tangent, Eddie, just read. Writing the ending of the book has taken longer than I expected. After having it proofread for editing and suggestions, since then, we have just laid it aside for the past year. Now, in the summer of 2026, we are back working on it again. Books are strange little works of art. Some can be written fairly quickly, others can take years to finish. My first book, The Cabbagetown Years, My Life and Stories, took 8 years to finish. I basically wrote it one summer in 3 months. Then I proofread it for 7 years. After that, before I felt like I could actually print it. I go back to 2019 to revisit our relationship. The year Ava started on hormones. Before hormones, she wrote and starred in her short film, The Duchess of Grant Park. When I first watched the movie, I saw her as this beautiful female who was coming into her own, finding her place in life through her art in her movie, becoming comfortable with presenting as female. When I see it now, I see how masculine she still was back then. Her features looked more male than female. There was a harshness to her, not a softness. I think I saw her as feminine and female because I was seeing her through my love for her. That is how she felt to me. I know nothing about gender nonconforming persons. These little sea gnats or little tiny gnats around. They just bite you down here. I'm feeling this morning. I know nothing about gender non-conforming persons. Or maybe it would be better to say I knew nothing about gender non-conforming persons. I feel like I do now. But I have had years of an up-close and personal relationship with someone who was finding their way with it. I felt like I was a blind person, wandering through the dark, feeling my way, not knowing how any of it would turn out. And as corny as it may sound, love is a powerful bridge that two people walk across. Whether one deals with a health crisis or a transition, none of us know how deep our love is for each other or how strong it is until it is tested. I know that during all of our ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster rides of transitioning, I have always felt very protective of her. Maybe that is why I had such harsh words for her mother that day on the phone, which was unlike me. But to see her hurt so deeply over her mother's words of how she said she was just simply deceived by Satan, and to let all of her hopes and dreams go of becoming a woman and give it to God, it was just painful to see her response to that. I knew the phone call would forever change the way her parents and I saw each other. I knew from being an evangelical pastor for years that the evangelical Christian were some of the most unforgiving people. In reality, if Ava wasn't trans or we weren't gay, the relationship between her mom and dad and myself wouldn't have worked out that well anyway. We are just such different people with different worldviews. Most straight people don't get along well with their in-laws either. It's just a running joke. It is not just a gay thing, but a lot of us gay people like to blame everything on, oh, it's just because we're gay. People's like, I left the church because I was gay. No, you didn't. Gay might have been a catalyst, but no, you didn't. You would have probably found a way out of that hellhole anyway. And a lot of heterosexual people, they don't get along well with in-laws and so forth. When those dysfunctions, in most cases, in most relationships, go much deeper than just being gay or trans. Good morning, everybody, from the Isle of Jekyll. Having my coffee. Let me get back in here, this hotel, away from all these little sea gnats, whatever they are out here this morning. Love y'all.